MGF Customs and Reviews.
What's going on, guys? This is Michael MGF, and today I'm going to be doing another custom LEGO minifigure showcase video, and this time I've got Sam Fisher from Splinter Cell Blacklist. Now, I wasn't originally going to make this minifigure, but after watching some gameplay, I kind of started it on a general concept for the character, and I asked some of you guys on a vlog a couple weeks back if I should continue with progress on him, and most of you voted yes, so I was like, why not? And here he is, and I'm really glad that I did go through with making the minifigure and finishing him off, and I'm just, you know, really satisfied with the result. And but real quick, I do want to apologize for not getting this video out on time. I like to get videos out at least every 3 to 4 days, but this time it didn't exactly happen, and if the resources that I need aren't available to me, I'm not going to rush myself, because that could degrade the quality of the minifigures you see from me, or it could degrade the quality of my reviews, and that's not something I'm willing to do. So I figured you guys were gonna have to wait just a few days so I could finish Mr. Fisher here, and I'm glad that you guys have been so patient with me. I do appreciate it. But without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at my custom LEGO Sam Fisher as he appears in Splinter Cell Blacklist. Alright, so here he is, Sam Fisher, the leader of the newly formed 4th Alcyon in the game, and I'm just really satisfied with the outcome of this minifigure, and like I stated before, I'm just glad that I continued with him, because it was definitely a good move on my part, because he just turned out looking badass. But you can see the Sonar Goggles to start off here. Even though they appear, like the front of them excluding the straps, even though they appear to only be made up of 2 pieces, they're actually made up of 3, which I thought was kind of cool. And of course they've got the 3 green dots on the front of the Sonar Goggles there. That really defines the appearance of the character, like all across promotional images and advertisements. They really make those green dots stand out, but it's still really cool. And you can see there, if you're a diehard Splinter Cell Blacklist fan, you might notice that there are some inaccuracies within the suit, but I mean, Mr. Fisher here, he's got like a huge, or not huge, but you know, a really involved and detailed tactical suit that he wears, and I can't get all of that in there. I mean, it's like a Kevlar weave suit, so it's just really detailed if you look at some pictures of the suit, but I got the basic concept of the character down, so it's kind of overlookable in that regard. I don't think it's really hard to identify this minifigure as being Sam Fisher as he appears in Splinter Cell Blacklist, but anyway, the face is the face that you guys see quite often with my minifigures, but it's just a really damn good face. I gotta say, it's just very useful, and I went through multiple different heads. This wasn't the first option, but when I put on his beard and I painted it on, it worked, and it looked like Sam Fisher, and I decided to keep it. And you can see the beard there. It's pretty much, obviously, if you can't already tell, it was originally gray. That's what I started off with for the base color, and then I went over it with the brown highlights. And the same for his hair, actually. The hair was originally just a standard brown color, not even the dark brown color, and pretty much I painted it with my own dark brown and then added the gray highlights, because, you know, Sam Fisher, he's like nearing 50 in the game, if he isn't already. I didn't exactly look at his age before this video, but another thing you might notice about this minifigure is that he's missing his karambit, you know, his signature curved knife that he uses in the game. But I mean, due to time constraints, there are just certain things that I kind of had to leave out, and I do apologize for that, but this video is a little bit late as it is, and but maybe in the future you'll see me make that knife, and I'm not going to show it on the main channel, of course. You might see it in a few Flickr photos, like group shots of all my customs or something, but if you do want to see that knife, if I do end up eventually making it, it's always good to follow my Twitter and Facebook for little things like that. But anyway, moving on to his arms, you can see I just kind of crammed on a lot, as much as I could, because, you know, like I said, his tactical suit in the game is really detailed. But you can see either way on his arm, on his left arm, I've got his OpSat there, and that turned out looking awesome. I tried to add some white and black details within that to kind of make it really look like the OpSat that he uses in the game. And you can see I really do like the dotted effect on the back of his arms as well. And you can see I added some green dots on both arms on the back, and that's pretty accurate to the game, actually. And I mean, like I said, I just tried to get as much as I could in there, but I'm definitely satisfied with what I was able to achieve. And you can see he's got his watch as well, and the watch turned out looking really awesome. It's all outlined in black, and you can see those little silver dabs on the arms as well within the gray sections. Those are also outlined. I tried to outline as much as I can, and I really like to emphasize that outlining detail in your minifigures is really the way to go. It really just brings out as much depth as possible. And you can also see that he's got the like the vest. Like, this is where I point out some inaccuracies about the minifigure. Like, you might see the pouches on the front there. Those aren't actually in the game, but it's part of the minifig cat vest that I used, and it's not really worth me going out of my way to sand those off or anything, because it looks just fine, and I don't really see why I should have removed them, if any of you might disagree with that. But I think it turned out looking pretty cool. But regardless, you can see the buckles on them are outlined in black as well. And you can see he's got that, I don't really know what to call it, but kind of like that silver plate, which is pointed on both ends. And that turned out looking really awesome. Once again, it is outlined in multiple ways. And you can see he's got a black strap continuing from the right side of, the upper right corner of his vest there. And then it continues all the way around the top and over and then onto the back. And then it cuts into the belt as well on, his legs there. And the legs turned out really awesome as well. You can see the knee pads. They don't exactly, like those two little dots there on his knees, those aren't actually on his suit, but I decided, they look better and they looked a little bit blank without them. So that's just, once again, one of my own little inaccurate touches that I figured the minifigure needed. And you can see the strap coming all the way around his legs there. It comes pretty much from the left leg and then wraps all the way around to the buckles on the back of the legs, and or the straps on the back of the legs with the buckles on them. And the buckles turned out really awesome. And you can also see he's got kind of a little walkie-talkie on the back of his vest there, and that's pretty much, once again, it's not something that's actually on his suit, but it's not something I wanted to go out of my way to remove. And something I should probably mention is the giant stud on the back of him there. Well, obviously that's not exactly on his suit either, but it's always good to keep that on there in case I want to clip on any assault rifles. So that is the sole purpose of that, and that's why that's still there. But yeah, so the minifigure, he, in the game, when he's hidden within the shadows, he pretty much glows green. And I tried to add as much green as I could, but, of course, keep me inaccurate. So he's got the green on the Sonar Goggles, the green on his watch, the green OPSAT, and then two little green dots on the back of each arm, one on each arm. And then he's also got the little green dot on the back here. So I think I definitely got all the green dots looking just about right. And then the belt, just to give you a better look at the belt there, it turned out looking really nice as well. It's got the two buckles on it, on either side of the main buckle, of course. And then it wraps all the way around the actual belt piece with one other little belt buckle on the back of it there. And something else that I should probably go over that I didn't mention is that the entire figure is covered in desert camouflage. And those of you who might have played Splinter Cell Blacklist would know that he really doesn't use desert camouflage that much in the game. But if you look at the promotional cover art for the image, the game's cover art, and just pretty much all the images that are official to Ubisoft, desert camo is pretty much what Sam Fisher symbolizes for Splinter Cell Blacklist, and that's why I decided I would go with it as my scheme for the minifigure, and I definitely think it turned out looking really awesome. And then his pistol is a minifig cat pistol. I really hope I'm not getting that wrong. I bought it from a vendor at Brick Fair, so I'm pretty sure, almost positive, that it's a minifig cat pistol, but I really hope I'm not mistaken. But it is supposed to mimic, his pistol, which is actually in the game. It's customized to fit his personal needs, which is pretty cool. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for Sam Fisher, guys. I know I went over a lot, but that's pretty much everything. And then, of course, if you couldn't already tell, he's got his painted boots there. His boots that are painted wrapped around his legs there, words. But yeah, so I know I went over a lot with him, but that's pretty much everything to go over with Sam Fisher. He's quite an involved minifigure, as you can see. I crammed a lot of detail into this one, and I'm just really happy with the outcome, and that's why I kind of went over everything. You guys know me, I like to talk about my minifigures and go over them in detail with you. But yeah, so let's go ahead and conclude this showcase video. Grim, I've got eyes on two targets.
Copy. They're definitely engineers.
I can still see you. No, you can't. What do you think? This is some video game where we're just gonna pace around for a few minutes with a question mark above our heads and then eventually just think we are seeing things? You're right there. I can see you. Nope. No, you can't. Alright, you know what? Let's just take this guy out.
Sadiq.
Yes, so that operative you've been looking for, we just found him in the facility and swatted him like a fly. Alright guys, so that about wraps up my showcase video on my custom LEGO Splinter Cell Blacklist Sam Fisher. If you enjoyed a look at the minifigure or found yourself inspired to make your own, either of the two, be sure to leave this video a like below, as your support really does go a long way. The past few days just been consisted of me painting, GTA painting, just back and forth to get this figure finished for you guys. I know it's been a little over a week. Actually, yeah, it's a little over a week since my last video. But yeah, you can also follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Links to both of those are also in the description below. And if my videos end up being a little bit delayed like this, you can always go ahead and check out my Twitter and Facebook, because there you are never going to be out of the loop of what this Ross monster is doing and what I'm creating with these little painted plastic people. It's my own society. But anyway, I'm kind of going off now, so I'm gonna go ahead and get back on GTA before finishing up some Iron Man suits, along with starting on GTA minifigures. And one other thing is that micro mobs, I will not be making you guys wait 2 months for the next showcase video, because that's kind of how it's been with micro mob videos. It's been like a 2-month gap in between any LEGO Minecraft micro mob showcase. So I'm going to change that this time around. You'll probably see another Micro Mob showcase sooner than 2 months. So that's good. But anyway, I will see you guys later. Alright.
Bye.
Hi, this is Michael MGF, and today, your showcase video, and this time I've got Sam Fisher from Splinter Cell Blacklist, and Splinter Cell Blacklist, Sam Fisher, I need to close the door. Or these Sonar Goggles, and they turned out really, what is there to say about green dots? They turned out to be green dots. They didn't turn out to be anything else, gosh damn it. Realized that it was actually, despite its, I need to really know what I'm actually talking about before I start. Are made up of. Why is this so wobbly? God. Great.